Hola mis amigos y bienvenidos a una lección sobre me gusta y te gusta. This lesson will help you get started on being able to express what you like and don't like. And trust me, as a language teacher, I know that people love talking about what they like and don't like and really try to use the structure a lot. So I'm going to put it out there now so that you can work on using it correctly. Keep in mind though that at this point we're learning how to say I like, and we're learning how to ask a friend, do you like? We are not ready for the structure yet of saying he likes or she likes. So avoid that. Talk about what you like, ask other people what they like, and otherwise you can just tell what your friends actually do as opposed to what they like. If you have any questions about that, let me know. But we'll go ahead and get started with te gusta y me gusta. Bien, let's start with an example sentence. I love to teach with examples. So let's begin with me gusta el español, which is a true sentence for me, and this is what it means. This is what it breaks down to. Let's start at the end of that sentence. Let's start with the el español part, which is Spanish. So we've got that much. Let's back up to gusta. Gusta comes from gustar, which is an AR verb, and it's the equivalent of is pleasing. So far I've expressed Spanish is pleasing, and then what remains is me, to me. Spanish is pleasing to me. And that's how we express that idea in Spanish, and that's the best equivalent in English. I realize that in English, we usually don't talk that way. In English, we usually say, I like Spanish, but it's structured differently in Spanish. Not wrong, not backwards, as some people say, but it's just structured differently. So I really encourage you to try to think of this as the way it is structured in Spanish. So to think of the sentence as Spanish is pleasing to me. Me gusta el español. Here are some more examples of things that are pleasing to mi clase. Me gusta bailar. Dancing is pleasing to me. Me gusta la clase de ciencias. Science class is pleasing to me. And the one that's really true, me gusta el chocolate. Me gusta el chocolate mucho, 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 clase. If you are looking for a gift for me, el chocolate es una idea fantástica. Me gusta el chocolate, which breaks down to chocolate is pleasing to me. So you can think about that for expressing things that are pleasing to you. Okay, so in moving on, let's look at some more examples of how I can express what is pleasing to me. Me gustan los libros. Notice I put an N on that one. Can you figure out why? Me gustan mis estudiantes. Me gustan las siestas. Oh, I don't see a lot of siestas these days, pero me gustan mucho. Me gustan las siestas. Y me gusta, notice it's gusta, bailar, conversar, y estudiar. So let's dig into these examples a little bit and figure out why I'm using N's some of the time, but not all of the time. Notice this example. Me gustan los libros. Books are pleasing to me. It is plural. More than one thing is pleasing, so I used gustan. It's still me because it's still pleasing to me. The me is to me. Me gustan mis estudiantes. Again, students is plural, and that's why it's gustan. My students are pleasing to me. They really are. I have lots of just lovely, lovely students, so muchas gracias por eso. Me gustan las siestas. Naps is plural. So again, I'm going to use a plural verb. Naps are pleasing to me. Me gustan las siestas. But then note here with the last example, me gusta bailar, conversar y estudiar. Here's something you should know. Bailar, conversar, and estudiar, they're all infinitives, which hopefully you're already aware of. And infinitives are always treated as a singular. Singular. So even if you have a long list of infinitives, even if you have a list of 100 infinitives, the verb will be singular because infinitives are treated as a singular. So, me gusta bailar, conversar y estudiar. Dancing, talking or conversing, and studying are pleasing to me. We've got the pleasing part and we've got the to me, and that's our basic structure. Bien, a few more examples. Me gustan la física y el arte. Physics and art are pleasing to me. That's another plural. That's why it's gustan. No me gusta la tarea, a singular. No me gustan los lunes, a plural. Mondays are not pleasing to me. I don't really mind them, but I know a lot of people don't like Mondays. Me gustan los sábados. I do, that's true. Saturdays are pleasing to me, more than one, so again it's plural. Y por fin, me gusta enseñar y ayudar a mis estudiantes. Here's another example of an infinitive and an infinitive, so the verb is singular. Me gusta enseñar y ayudar a mis estudiantes. Y es verdad, me gusta mucho. Bien, so having said that, let's look at how to form the question. When you ask someone if something is pleasing to him or her, the structure is really similar, but you have te instead of me because you're asking, is it pleasing to you? ¿Te gusta? ¿Te gusta hablar español? ¿Te gustan las computadoras? There's a plural for you. ¿Te gusta dibujar y escuchar música? There's another example of infinitives being treated as a singular. ¿Te gustan las vacaciones? There's another plural for you. Are vacations pleasing to you? Así es. So with this structure, you're going to see lots of me gusta and me gustan, and you're going to see lots of te gusta and te gustan, and that's it. You're not going to see a lot of verbs that end in o or in amos because remember, gustar means to be pleasing. Don't think of it as to like. Gustar means to be pleasing. So, amigos, having said that, let's have a little prueba. And this is a fun prueba. This is a prueba like you would take in a magazine or something. So check out these 5 statements and decide if they are cierto or falso for you in terms of your opinions about things. Número 1. Me gustan los exámenes. 2. Me gustan los lunes a las 5 de la mañana. 3. Me gusta estudiar hasta la medianoche. 4. No me gusta mirar la televisión y descansar. Y 5. Me gusta llegar a la universidad a las 8 de la mañana. Bien, there's room for all kinds of opinions here, but my guess, if you're like most people, you had a lot of falso in your answer. Not liking tests, not liking Mondays at 5 in the morning, studying until midnight, not liking not 4. No me gusta mirar la televisión y descansar. That one was, it's not pleasing to me to watch TV and rest. That's probably false for most. And 5. Me gusta llegar a la universidad a las 8 de la mañana. I like getting to the college at 8 in the morning. That's probably not a favorite for everybody either. Bien, bien. So we'll have more opportunities to continue working with te gusta and me gusta. Of course, let me know if you have questions. Y muchas gracias. Que tengan un buen día.